Happy Thursday, Jousters. May 28th. Here's what we've got for you on this Active Recovery Thursday. At home, Joust standard warm-up. Knock it out, get warm, get loose, get ready to tackle our intervals today, because that's what we're in for. For the workout of the day, you're going to do 30-15 intervals. So that's 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. Going down the list. So it's 30 seconds of shuttle runs, back and forth, 10 meters. Then you get 15 seconds to rest. You're going to go into 30 seconds of alternating lunges. Alternating left leg, right leg for 30 seconds. 15 seconds rest, another 30 seconds of shuttle runs. Then, after 15 seconds rest, 30-second hollow body hold, 15-second rest, another 30 seconds of shuttle runs, and then you'll finish with 30 seconds of mountain climbers. When you make it all the way from the top to the bottom of the list, that's one round. You're going to do that list, going down the list, 5 total times, 5 total rounds. 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off, 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off. You get the idea. Goals for the workout: let's have some fun, let's move well, and I want constant movement through these 30-second intervals. Constant shuttle runs back and forth, constant lunges and hollow bodies and mountain climbers. Keep it moving through the entire 30 seconds because you're going to get 15 seconds to rest and recover. Scaling options here. If you don't have enough space, you don't have 10 meters in your house to go down and back, cut the distance down a little bit. It's okay if you're doing 8-meter shuttle runs or 6-meter shuttle runs. Just looking for that change of direction, that quick acceleration. If you don't have that option in your house, maybe try to find a space outside of your house, in your yard, in your driveway, whatever you can do back and forth with shuttle runs. If neither of those are options, you could always do some cardio in place. You could jog in place, jumping jack, do stair jogs, do platform jogging, do high knees, do butt kicks. All good options for you in place of those shuttle runs. Other scaling options we'll talk about when we go through these movement demonstrations. Some scaling options for the lateral lunges, for the hollow body holds, and for the mountain climbers. But stay tuned for that. And then after we get through the main portion of the workout of the day today, we've got a full list of mobility. Essentially what you're going to do is 5 bird dogs and 5 cat-cows. It's 5 bird dogs each side, 5 cat-cows, and then you're going to do some static stretching, some static holding for 60 seconds each leg. So it's 5 bird dogs each side, 5 cat-cows. Then we've got 60-second world's greatest stretch with rotations, left and right leg, back to the bird dogs and cat-cows. Then you've got a 60-second pigeon pose each leg, back to the bird dogs and the cat-cows. Then you've got 60-second single leg hamstring stretch each leg. After the single leg hamstring stretch each leg, you'll finish with another 5 bird dogs each side and 5 cat-cows. All right, that is the overview of your Thursday workout today. Let's do some demonstrations of everything on the board. Shuttle runs, let's start with that. Like I said, down and back. We're gonna go 10 meters down and back. So roughly, in my basement here, I've got 10 meters. I'm gonna start on one side and take it all the way to the other. When I get to the other side, I'm going to turn my feet, pivot, touch, and accelerate back. And I'm going to do that continuously for 30 seconds, down and back. If we need to scale that, like I said, shorten the distance. If you don't have that much room, we could also go to the great outdoors. We could do some cardio in place, like jogging, like high knees, like butt kicks, like jumping jacks, like stair jogs. Be creative with it, get the heart rate up for 30 seconds, and have some fun with it. Let's talk about the first movement outside of the shuttle runs. We've got alternating lateral lunges. So what we're going to do here is stride out one way. When we stride out, we want to make sure that our feet stay parallel. From here, I'm going to lunge into my lunging glutes. I'm really going to push my hip back, keep my weight in my heel. My opposite foot, we've got 2 options. We can take our toes off the ground. We can keep our toes on the ground, whichever option you feel like you're more comfortable with. All right, so once again, I stride out, push my butt back, arms up for balance, really get deep in that lateral lunge, and then I'm going to stride back and I'm going to lunge opposite side. We're going to do that continuously for 30 seconds. If you'd rather keep your feet in this wide position and just transition left and right for 30 seconds, I'm good with that as well. Really sit deep in that lateral lunge every single time. You can lever forward a little bit with your chest, but don't make it excessive. Don't round your back excessively. If we need to scale that a little bit, adding a little counterweight, a little counterbalance can actually help us to get deeper in that lateral lunge every single time. You're going to feel a whole lot of stuff in those adductors and the hamstrings. That's a good thing. It's good for you. All right, lateral lunges. We love them. After the lateral lunges, we've got hollow body holds. We should be very familiar with hollow body holds. Let me give you some scaling options. We want to start with those ribs down, legs straight, arms overhead. From here, if we need to scale this, first step, we can go arms to the waist. Second step, we can bend a leg. We can bend two legs. We can go elbows to knees in a nice armadillo hold. Just know your goal is to hold the entire 30 seconds. If we start to round our back and our ribs poke out, that's how we know it's time to scale down, so we can keep that nice flat back position on the floor and we can pull those ribs down. We want abs engaged the entire time. Last movement on the list, we've got mountain climbers. In a push-up position, we're going to take our foot around the outside of our hand. We're going to alternate left, right, left, right. Try to keep your hips low throughout. If we need to scale this back a little bit, slow it down. Step right and back, step left and back. And do that continuously for 30 seconds. Another scaling option, if we have any tightness in the adductor, something doesn't feel good, the low back doesn't like that, let's keep our knees inside the arms and do arms inside or knees inside the arm version of the mountain climbers. Cool, cool, cool. That's it for the intervals. Let's talk about the mobility. If you're not familiar with bird dogs, for the mobility, you're gonna be in a tabletop position. You're gonna take that right hand to your left knee slowly and then slowly extend out. You're gonna do 5 bird dogs right to left, 5 bird dogs left to right. Try to keep your spine neutral throughout. Move slowly through those. In that same tabletop position, after your bird dogs, you're going to go right into 10 cat-cow stretches. Sorry, 5 cat-cows. Overachieving, just 5 cat-cows, and then 5 bird dogs each side, total of 10. After the first set of bird dogs and cat-cows, you're going to go into a world's greatest stretch position. So I want right foot around that right hand, back leg, back knee, your choice. You can have the knee off the ground or on the ground. Whatever allows you to get into a good position here and feel a really good stretch in the back hip flexor, maybe even a little bit in the front hamstrings. In this position, you're going to take that inside elbow down and in, rotate up and over. I want you to do that continuously for 60 seconds. After 60 seconds, switch it up right into 60-second world's greatest stretch with rotations opposite side. After your world's greatest stretch, you'll go back to those bird dogs and cat-cows. Then we're going to go into a 60-second pigeon pose. You're going to cross your front leg over. We're trying to get our tibia, our shin bone, as close to 90 degrees or perpendicular to our femur, our upper thigh here, as we can. If the knee does not like that, we can bring that foot back a little bit. If we need to intensify, we can go down to the elbows. We can also walk our arms, our hands away from that front bent leg. Play around with that position, but we should feel a nice stretch on the outside of that lateral side of the leg, the lateral side of the hip, the glute, all that good stuff back there. Last, after more bird dogs and cat-cows, your last static stretch today is going to be a single leg hamstring stretch. You can do this in a doorway. You could do it with a towel, with a band. Let me show you a couple options here. If we're doing the banded option, you'll grab your band, lying on the floor, you'll put that band right around your midfoot. From here, just lean back, pull that banded leg straight back, your opposite leg is straight as well, and hold. We're trying to keep both legs straight here. You'll do 60 seconds right leg, 60 seconds left foot. Another option for you is to do this in a doorway. So you'll have one leg in the door frame, the other leg extended out to the side of that door frame. Like I said, one leg on the door frame, other leg out to the side, and hold. 60 seconds left leg, 60 seconds right. After this one, finish up with another 5 bird dogs each side, another 5 cat-cows. All right, threw a lot at you there. Take it step by step. Have a blast, recover today, and kick some butt. Happy Thursday.